Hello everybody, this is Tyler Preston 20. For this video, I'm going to go into a lot of details about what's happening in Spain right now in regards to this whole entire controversy about yes means yes. Now don't worry, this video will be entirely in English because basically the big Spanish YouTubers right now are just talking about this whole entire controversy. And so this whole entire video will be entirely in English. And it's kind of funny that I'm gonna talk about this controversy right now because the other day I made a video entirely in Spanish about how much I like Spain and the various different aspects about Spain. And of course, like in the United States and also Great Britain, I know for a fact that talking about feminism right now would be like beating a dead horse because like most people don't really like feminists that much. However, this whole entire situation right now is kind of different in Spain because right now, with the yes means yes law controversy that's being debated right now, they literally have a feminist government trying to dictate what is and what is not consent. And so I feel as though that is very important to talk about this topic because not many English speaking YouTubers are talking about this topic. And so I think it's really important to talk about this subject because it seems as though that nobody outside of Spain is talking about this topic. So before I talk about this whole entire controversy about the whole yes means yes controversy in Spain, I have a few announcements, of course, I want to make. Of course, you guys can follow me on the various social media sites at Twitter, Hello Talk, and Facebook at Tyler Preston 20. And of course, I did a video more recently. The video is called El Machista No Soy Yo. Like basically this whole entire video that I did is entirely in Spanish with other Spanish YouTubers. I was like the only American in that video. And so if you guys want to see the video that I made with the Spanish YouTubers, check out the link in the description box down below really soon. But basically, if you guys do not understand Spanish, don't worry about it because basically what happened, since I was like the only American on that project, I translated the entire video for you guys in English. So what you do, guys, you have to go to the subtitles, you press English, and of course the English subtitles right here. And so check out the video that I made with other YouTubers. It's fantastic, it's great. So I highly recommend you guys to, of course, check out that video. Now, anyway, what's happening in Spain right now, of course, I mentioned before, is the yes means yes law. And so let's go to the article about like the BBFC. Like the BBFC is like the rating board in Great Britain. Let's go to like the BBC. The BBC. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go up here. Spain plans like the yes means yes rape law. Okay. Let's see, the Spain government has backed a proposed change to a controversial rape law that enforces the importance of sexual consent. A series of court cases prompt outrage when men were convicted of sexual abuse rather than the more serious offense of sexual assault. The new law will abolish the distinction so that rape will be decided by the question of consent. Several European countries already define rape as consent, like as sex without consent. And of course, down here it says that how soon will the law change? It has already taken some time. Socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, and by the way, I went to the Spanish government site. Like the guy Pedro Sanchez, he is not the prime minister. In fact, there is no such thing as a prime minister in Spain because the Spanish government, they basically call that guy like the president of Spain. So he's actually the president of Spain. He is not the prime minister of Spain. But let's go on. Like the president, Pedro Sanchez, took power in January at the head of the Spanish First Coalition government in modern times. Although he became president in June 2018, he ruled out a majority that this is the first chance he has of pushing through a change in the law. And of course, this whole entire yes means yes controversy that's going on in Spain right now, the best way to sum it up is that basically like what's happening in Spain is that they want, like, of course, people to verbally consent during intercourse. And if they don't verbally consent during intercourse, they'll get charged with rape right now. I'm not even joking. Like this whole entire controversy I saw on Twitter, it started like last week. And so right now, like the Spanish people right now are just debating about this whole entire consent thing. Like what is consent, what is not consent. And also, let's check out the Twitter stuff that I'm gonna show you guys right now. Let me 1 second, okay. Like I translated like a bunch of stuff for you guys. So don't worry if you guys do not know Spanish. I translate the stuff for you guys. Let's see. This law is from the feminist movement. This isn't harassment, it's rape. I believe you, sister. It's the responsibility of public figures to answer and give public, professional and specialized services to victims. This is an integral law which prevents, detects, sanctions, and eradicates like sexual violence and protects and guarantees the rights of reparations to the victims. Sexual freedom is an individual responsibility that guarantees everybody's responsibility. A free society, a free sexuality is a principle society for all people. To fight sexual violence so that we can live in a free and sexually pledgeable society, effective sexual education will be a right and unavoidable obligation. We want safe communities for all women, sexual services, and work where all we feel free. What is sexual freedom? Sexual freedom is a special protected human rights that allows personal freedom and your essential right to decide your own personal sexuality. And of course, let's go to the crazy one so far. The enforcement is integral because the solution will be much more than a penal. We want sexual aggressions to not happen, avoid them. Prevention, education, and collective responsibility are essential. Sex education in all educational levels. By the way, I am not joking. Right here it says sex education in all educational levels. I am not just so basically they want sex education for like the elementary school students and also like the middle school students right now in Spain. So this is crazy. Like I want to say the obvious. I don't want to say the obvious right now, but like sex education for that young of an age is crazy because like, of course, I think for this kind of subject, this kind of mature subject matter, like you need to actually be like a teenager to talk about this kind of stuff. To talk about sex education for that little bit, like those kind of kids, that's crazy to me. That's just absolutely crazy. But let's go back to like the Twitter screen right now, so you guys can see some more, because this is getting crazy right now. Let's see. Let me go into like the other one. All right, let's go to hold on. I had another one right here. I'm gonna translate a clip for you guys. There was like a video clip that I found. Like what happened in the video clip was that, of course, the Ministry of Education, like one of the people from Podemos, went into like a lot of detail about like what is like consent, and I'm gonna translate this stuff for you guys. So hold on, I'm gonna try to get the audio working right now so that it could actually pick up the audio from Twitter. And of course, let's play the audio. I'm gonna translate the audio for you guys so you guys understand it. So let's listen to it right now.
Consentimiento explícito.
Oh my god, the headphones is awful right now. Oh my god.
Es
like, how in the world my headphones not working right now? But I'm gonna play the clip for you guys. I'm gonna play it.
Consentimiento explícito es precisamente eso, aquel acto que hace evidente por parte de la mujer, no tiene por qué ser verbal, pero sí tiene que ser explícito, que quiere participar de esa relación sexual. Si no hay un acto explícito, pues se considera agresión sexual.
Pero los jueces...
Okay, what she said right now is that explicit consent is precisely that. It doesn't have to be verbal, it has to be explicit so that she wants to take part in the sexual relation. If it's not explicit, then it's considered to be like sexual aggression. That's what she said in the clip right now. So basically, she said, once again, explicit consent is explicitly that. It doesn't have to be verbal. It has to be explicit that she wants to take part in a sexual relation. If it's not explicit, then it's considered to be sexual aggression. That is crazy. Like, how in the world does that make any sense? like if it's not like verbal consent, and it's like all I'm gonna say is like when you say something verbally, right? That means that it's actually explicit that you want to take part in something, right? But if it's not like if somebody is not saying something, how is it explicit? It just does not make any sense to me, because essentially like like if people just do stuff, how could they possibly get away with this kind of stuff? But let's go into like some more news from this topic right now. And so let's go into like some more. Let me try to find some right now. Let me go into like this. Yeah, right here. It says that she wants to have like, of course, give like women like 3,000 girls if they call themselves victims of sexual violence without a judge. That's what it literally says right here. That she wants to give like women who call themselves victim of sexual violence 3,000 euros without a judge right here. So like practically that means like anybody, and I do mean anybody, could just sit here and say that they're a victim of sexual violence without actually being a victim of sexual violence. Then they get the money, and of course the guy has his reputation ruined because of that. That is just crazy. Like I think like for the process of like sexual violence, if somebody was caught guilty of sexual violence, the best course of action, of course, is to make sure that the woman, the victim, gets paid for like the sexual violence. But if it's not true, that they still get the violence to the money to the people anyway, that kind of might be abused by other people. Because if people abuse that system, that means like ton of people would try to get away with getting free money. But what do I know? Like all this kind of stuff right now is crazy. Like all this news that I show you guys is just crazy. And also you can see like the stuff that I mentioned in this video and the links in the description box down below. But what do you guys think about this whole entire controversy? Tell me in the comment section down below. That's all I want to say right now. And then, of course, until next time, take care, guys. I hope you guys find it interesting. Just bye-bye. That's like all